Alright, so this is my audience. Thank you everyone for coming out. So, believe it or not, about 80% of adults use social media daily, whereas just 10 years ago the percent was just a mere 25. I'll be informing you as to why social media is extremely beneficial to today's society. I will explain thoroughly how social media, when used in the right ways of course, is a blessing rather than a curse. So social media connects the world in ways nobody would have even imagined a century ago. Video calling is an example of that, like Skype or Uvu, where you use it and it's a video chat along with voice chat, and it's like they're in the same room as you when they could be thousands of miles away. Connectivity within society is also a huge point. It keeps everyone updated when it comes to real world events like terrorist attacks or even like happy things when celebrities have babies, etc., etc. And then another use of it is you can keep others updated with how you are, how you're doing in life, like current events that are happening with you. Say you got a promotion or a new job, anything like that. Another huge reason why social media is extremely beneficial is the fact that law enforcement uses it to prosecute criminals a lot of the time. We don't really know a lot of this or see a lot of this, but 85% of law enforcement departments use social media to investigate and find plenty of criminals. NYPD has a Twitter tracking unit used to catch those, like, say, who post their crimes online or brag about what they've done. And anything with concrete evidence, they could be prosecuted. Social media have helped in an overwhelmingly in large number of important cases when it comes to a lot of famous people, identity theft, things like that. Another reason why social media is extremely important is because it boosts your relationships, your social life, and your quality of life. Social media helps build relationships without having to directly be face-to-face with somebody. So, for example, like, you don't have to be always with someone for you to talk to them or learn about what's going on in their lives, stuff like that. You could learn plenty about a person by someone's page. You learn their habits, like you can learn their hobbies. Say they post pictures of them playing basketball, their language, like the kind of words they use, the way they talk, through the things they post, like tweets and stuff. And when like tragedy strikes, you can be there for them. You also, like, say someone posts rest in peace for their grandmother, grandfather. You'd be able to know about this without having to be with them at all times, and you could also help comfort them through social media. Your social life also receives a huge boost when involved into social media. Plenty of people receive like a lot of fans or followers and are discovered by others through online interactions. Like plenty of famous people today, famous singers, their talent was discovered through like a simple Twitter video or Instagram video. It is not uncommon for people to meet online and use this as a foundation for a face-to-face meeting. So, like, they can meet on social media and then set up, like, they can get along really well on this social media and set up a face-to-face meeting somewhere in the distant future. And then, as you meet more people, your connections will also become a lot more meaningful. When and like you can talk to a lot of people more often than you could without social media. And then they give you more access to kind of like different parts of life. Um, like, for example, it could be something as small as you met someone on social media and you see that they're a cashier at a store or a restaurant and they give you a discount or they give you priority seating. Or it could be something on a much bigger scale, like you met someone on social media, got along with them, and you find out that they actually work at this huge company that's actually looking for someone like you, and then of course they could put in a good word for you, and you'd get hooked up with a job because of their referral. Quality of life will also see a positive change due to the fact that like having social media as an outlet is healthy. It's not good to really keep it all penned in. Um, and finally, there are many alternative uses of social media. Um, for example, like people can't always make it to class or can't always retain all the information in class. Social media makes a really good way to kind of share information with each other and like deadlines, homeworks, things like that. Students can share with each other because of this connectivity that social media brings. Um, Also, raising social media is also huge for raising awareness and get people help in like a huge way. For example, like petitions, you petition for things that are wrong with the government, things like that. Raise awareness, like common movements in today's controversial society, such as like Black Black Lives Matter and like the recent feminist movements, things like that. Um, these are brought up by millions on the daily, and lastly, for helping others in need, GoFundMe is actually a free site that's literally made just to help people in need. To say they have a tragedy, death in the family, they can post a GoFundMe and people can chip in and help pay for the funeral and things like that. As you can see, social media has countless ways of benefiting those in the modernized society. I informed you of how the correct use of social media benefits the daily lives of everyone, and overall, all the benefits of social media prove that it is indeed helpful and benefits the lives and those around it.